Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and here is my 6 layout with using the February Hip Kit, and I'm using this really cool We Are Memory Keepers background paper, and it has like a whole bunch of kind of French doors sketched onto them. So I am going to be using my gelatos here. These are the only 4 gelatos that I own, so that's what I'm using. I only wanted to get a small pack at first because I wasn't sure if I was gonna like them or use them a whole lot, but I actually really do. So if I can make a good dent in these gelatos, I may get like a bigger pack that has more colors. But so far, I've actually been using them and been having fun with them. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking them and I'm rubbing them along some of the doors. I'm not going to do all of them. I'm only going to do a few here, but I'm using all 4 colors that I have. And this is a pack that I got at Michael's, and it was like a tropical color pack. So it had those 4, and then it also came with like a blending brush and stuff like that, which I actually don't use. I just use my regular paintbrushes. So I put the picture down there, and I'm use that just as a reference so I don't do any of the doors behind it. And I am going to just take a little bit of water and run them over them. And I'm not trying to stay in the lines or anything. I'm just kind of blending the color in as I can. And I kind of really like the way it looks as far as, you know, it's a little bit messy because the doors are kind of messy. You know, they're not perfect sketches or anything. So I like the whimsical look that it gives them. So the picture I'm going to be doing today is of my family, and it's a very old picture. When I put it back, you'll see Kaylin. I was holding Kaylin in the picture, and she was about 3 months old. So it's a pretty old picture. So it was taken back in, what year was she born? 2008. It's hard to remember sometimes. She was born in 2008. So it was over the summer right before my husband went to officer training school for the Air Force. And while he was there, the officer training school is in Montgomery, Alabama. So while he was there for 3 months, it's not something that really families can go and join them for. I mean, I probably could have, but I wouldn't have been able to see him at all. So there wasn't any point to, you know, moving to Alabama for 3 months just to not see him. So we ended up leaving our base in California, and I stayed with my parents in Florida while he was there for 3 months. And we were just kind of in limbo because we were going to be moving somewhere new and we weren't sure where we were going yet. So I just went and stayed with my parents for 3 months, and we were only about 3 hours from him anyway because my parents live in the panhandle of Florida. So it was fun, you know, we got to spend some good time with my family and all that. And then after he was done with his training, we found out, you know, where we were going to be going, and we ended up moving to Texas after that. So it was kind of a nice little in limbo place to be, and we weren't too far from him anyway, even though we weren't able to drive up and see him at all, but it was still good. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up these doors here, and I'm going to walk away from it and let it sit. I think I let it sit for a few hours actually to dry, just because I did this first thing in the morning and then I came back to it later on when I had some time to sit down. So now it's all dry and I'm back at my desk. And so if you can see in the picture there, it's my husband and I'm holding Kaylin, and then my parents, and then my sister and her husband. And they're holding their 2 kids, and they now have 3. So this is before little Matthew was born. But it was just a good picture that we had taken after my husband was, I can't remember if this is before or after. This might have been after he was done with training. I can't remember, honestly. So Kaylin was either 3 or 6 months old. I don't remember. It might have been after. So if it was after, then Kaylin was about 6 months old. She looks a little older than 3 months in that picture, so. Okay, so I am using this piece of paper here, and that is by My Mind's Eye Jubilee, and it's the big pink polka dot. And then the green one that I just put down is from We Are Memory Keepers paper pad there. And I'm going to use this little cut apart from Heidi Swap, and it says "The Gang's All Here." And that's because the gang was all there. And then I'm also cutting out this one that says "Our Happy Place" with a little geotag with a star in it, because I love my hometown. My hometown is Niceville, Florida, and I didn't grow up there. We didn't move there until after I graduated high school because my dad was a pilot in the Air Force as well. So he was a pilot when I was born, and he stayed in the Air Force until after I graduated high school. That's when he retired. And then when they retired, that's where we moved to. And I ended up going to college about an hour away. So Niceville is pretty much where I call home because that's where we kind of put our roots down after my dad had retired. So that is my happy place. So when I go and visit home, that's where we go. We go to Niceville. So what I did was I inked the edges of all the papers. I think I did everything except for the little cutout that I did on the bottom, just because it already has a white outline on it, so it kind of stands out on its own anyway. And I put a little flare badge that says "Note This," and that came in the kit as well. And I'm putting down those two wood veneer banners there, and those are from Freckle Fawn and have been sitting on my desk forever. So I'm finally using those two up, and that will finish off a package of little wood veneer banners that I had sitting on my desk. So I put the little thing that says "The Gang's All Here." I put that over the picture because my brother-in-law is totally grabbing my sister's behind in the picture, and that's what he does. So I just kind of put that over there just to kind of hide that so that future generations are not like, what's going on? So yeah, thanks, Greg. So I just hid that little tidbit there. So I put the wood veneer down here with my quick dry adhesive that is in my fine line bottle, which I got at Hobby Lobby in the model car section. So if you guys have seen the fine lines and haven't gotten one yet, if you have a Hobby Lobby near you, you can get them in the section where they sell like model cars and tools for that kind of thing. They have those in there, and they have two different sizes, so it's pretty cool. I have one for my Scotch quick dry, and then I just got one for my glossy accents as well. And I guess I'm trying to figure out what else I'm going to do. And I think I'm watching Bones as well. I just finished up season 5 of Bones, so I'm going to start season 6 here soon. I'm looking through these My Mind's Eye die cuts from the kit, and I think I use that. I'm not sure if I use anything else or not. I might use a heart. Oh yeah, I use that rose because it has the pink in it, and then I think I use a heart up here. Yeah, those die cuts are a little bit hard to match with other things just because the colors are very specific. So I was just kind of trying to pull out stuff that went along with the colors I was using here. So I got a few things. I have that banner there, and this little rose, and a heart, and then I pulled out that hot pink arrow as well there. So I'm going to use these stickers. I'm kind of comparing if I like the pink or the blue better, and I like the pink better. So I'm going to spell out the word family, and that's going to be my title. And I love these stickers. I did have a little bit of trouble getting them off the packaging sometimes. It might just be because it's an older font, so I think the longer they sit on the packages, sometimes the harder they are to get off, but it's okay. None of them ever messed up or anything. So I'm going to stick that right above, right there on the picture. Oh, you know what? My husband had called me. That's what I was doing right there. My husband had called me on FaceTime, so we were talking. So I turned the camera off because I didn't touch my layout for a little while. And then I came back, and I'm looking at it, but I don't think I actually add anything else. I think I leave it as is, the way it is right there. I considered backing it with some cardstock, but I don't know. I didn't really think it needed it. I think the white around the outsides kind of helps it. And that's going to complete my layout. I hope you guys enjoyed it. The only thing I did add was I added a S, B, and a K right there, and that's for Swan, Branch, and Kepton, which is all of our last names. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll see you again real soon. Bye.